He came here to America 10 days ago, and he is banging Ledwaba right now. That's a TKO victory for the very impressive Manny. Straight on the button by Pacquiao. Down goes Barrera. And he fires the straight left hand, and there's the punching power. That's the first real knockdown of Erik Morales' career. There's the speed advantage for Pacquiao. He starts to open up. Manny landed a little right hook in there and follows up by knocking Cotto down. First knockdown of the fight. Now it's Cotto whose back is against the ropes, and he fights his way off and goes down again.
And Cotto is hurt by that knockdown where he wasn't hurt by the first one.
Down goes Marquez on a straight left-hand shot. Perfect shot by Pacquiao. Down goes Altieri on a straight left-hand shot. Hard right hand by Manny Pacquiao upstairs. Two hard body shots.
And here comes
Iniidolo ng bayan, the people's champ, Manny Pacman Pacquiao.
Devote most threats against him, and that is one reason Pacquiao is considering, we are told, eventually moving out of the Philippines. Meanwhile, Marco Antonio Barrera faces no such problem in Mexico, where he, like Pacquiao, is an adored national hero.
He is not only an amazing fighter.
Productions.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Alamo Dome, San Antonio, Texas, Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Miller Lite, along with HBO Sports, are proud to present 12 rounds of boxing for the Featherweight Championship of the World. Brought to you in association with Murad Muhammad's M&M Sports and sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, Chairman Leo Vasquez, Executive Director William Kuntz. The scoring at ringside will be done by 3 judges using the 10-point system. The judges are Rick Crocker, Ray Hawkins, and Gail Van Oy. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Lawrence Cole. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from San Antonio, Texas, deep in the heart of Texas, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Battle.
And you see the graphic that presages first round action. 9 first round knockouts for Pacquiao, 6 for Barrera. Incidentally, 10,120 and the 10,130 who saw the promoter Oscar de la Hoya knock out David Kamau, June of 1997. Pacquiao reaching with the left hand. Barrera reaches out and goes to the body with both hands.
Jim, I'd like to point out that
Lawrence Cole's going to call that a knockdown as he motions Barrera to a neutral corner and applies the count. And already Barrera has knocked Pacquiao down, and Pacquiao saying, why? Why'd you call that a knockdown?
I'm not sure that Cole...
Barrera seeming to try to step forward and dial the jab in, staring at Pacquiao's chest. Left hand counter by Barrera. Now he lands the jab. He's closed the distance between the two of them, Emmanuel.
Yes, I'm looking for Pacquiao is trying to find a way to get his straight left hand through the center, but he cannot seem to find a target with Barrera.
When we go to the corners, in Pacquiao's corner, where they might speak Tagalog, our interpreter is Ernie Kalua. In Barrera's corner, where they will speak Spanish, our interpreter is...
Now let's see what happened on that knockdown. Or was it a knockdown?
A straight left landed by Pacquiao, and when he landed,
the first round when he stepped forward 1 step to get into range to land his jab, and since that time he's been tactically in control.
Tactically in control with the jab, but Pacquiao is trying to take control. Is this going to be a good fight? Because neither guy is going to accept the other guy controlling the fight.
Pacquiao has been getting his left hand in just like there. He's had 4 or 5 of them, 6 in the last 30 seconds.
Pacquiao scraping Barrera now with 1-2 combinations upstairs, landing his jab, and they call him, of course, the baby-faced assassin it'd probably be better to call him the poker-faced assassin. He never shows emotion in the ring. Big combination by Barrera as he catches Pacquiao coming in. Manny comes back with body shots of his own. Hard body shots from Pacquiao.
And at this stage, the clear punches for the most part of this round are still being landed by Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao has come out with a determined rally in round 2. Trying to get back up on the scorecards after that strange knockdown ruling in round number 1. Back to Pacquiao's long right jab. Hard left hand, straight on the button by Pacquiao. Down goes Barrera. He's been knocked down 3 times in his career.
See it coming, or he just can't cope with its speed.
Well, Pacquiao's got a little rhythm. He doesn't just come straight in. He goes a little kind of semi-Mike Tyson, in and out, side to side, and then he shoots his right hand straight through the center.
There are probably some in this arena who didn't really know who Manny Pacquiao was or what his chances might be against Marco Antonio Barrera. Now they know as Pacquiao tries to go ahead and finish Barrera right here in the 3rd round. And he's getting reckless, and Barrera takes advantage. What a fight.
Is Barrera prepared to fight this kind of fight at this stage of his career?
He hadn't had one since February 2000. Not like this. Pacquiao is strafing Barrera with left hands. Marco's hanging in now. He's tasted the power, but Manny's having another big round.
Yeah, the great round. I don't know if Barrera's going to survive it, but if he does can survive this round and Pacquiao runs out of gas a few rounds later, Pacquiao's going to be in trouble. But at this stage right here, everything is great for Pacquiao at this stage right here.
Pacquiao coming right through the right-hand counter. Landed another big left hand. A wobbly Barrera trying to fend him off. That's the most desperate look I've ever seen like an official judge.
Pacquiao seems to have gotten his rhythm back together again. And Barrera seems to just still look a little too slow. Even when he's punching, he doesn't seem to have the speed that he once had.
And more protective than we've ever seen him. As he's now definitely trying to stay away and not always.
And to his right side of his head, which means he's very vulnerable for straight lefts.
Barrera getting 3 chances to counter with a left hook, but taking a lot of leather to do it. Barrera's left eye is now starting to swell badly. Manny Pacquiao, right in Hollywood. Right amid all the movie stars. At Vine and Santa Monica. Hard right hand by Pacquiao. Barrera just trying to stay away. Left hand lands for Pacquiao in that mark of some sort. It is not dripping blood.
No. It's probably a mark of some kind. But Pacquiao.
Another hard left hand for Pacquiao, who's getting a chance. Even though Marco Antonio Barrera is only 29 years old, he's been a fighting professional for 50 years. And
since Barrera's hometown, this is where Julio Cesar Chavez
got it wrong with Pernell Whitaker, right?
Lost 9 of 10 rounds and got a draw out of it.
Last 3 rounds and he's up at all. I think he's going to fight the same pace and not take a break at the end of the fight.
These are Texas judges here tonight, too. Those are governing body judges who gave Chavez his draw with Whitaker. Pacquiao going to the body effectively. Starting to dominate every area of the fight. Now Barrera gets a hard right hand back. Thinks he's hurt Pacquiao. Chases him down a little bit. Fighter who can win a fight when he's outgunned, but when he's this much outgunned.
This kid is fighting with so much speed and so much determination. I don't think he's going to collapse going down the stretch. And Barrera just doesn't seem to have the speed tonight.
Comes alive as Barrera, for the moment, gives as good as he takes. Another right hand over the top. This is a round that judges could give to Barrera if they're looking for one to give to Marco. But Pacquiao's body punches set up another knockdown, and Lawrence Cole says it's not a knockdown. Their feet must have been tangled up. I'll tell you what, that was a hard left hand, and there's another one like.
3 punches, combinations.
Right there, you see he's throwing the combinations after dropping underneath, and Barrera was off balance. But you could call it a knockdown because any blow that lands above the waist that causes a person to go down legally is a knockdown.
Hey, knockdown.
It was more of a knockdown than the first one.
Way more. Power punches in round 6. Pacquiao landed 32 out of 67. That's his high number for the fight. Harold Letterman, have you found any round since the first to give to Barrera?
No, Jim. 5 rounds to 1. 58, 54. Manny Pacquiao. Jim, on a knockdown, Marco Antonio Barrera hit the wet spot. You know where it's painted over there. His legs clearly came out from under him. I got to agree with Lawrence Cole. It was a slip. Other than that, Pacquiao, too aggressive, landing the harder shots.
Question. If he hit the wet spot, and that's why he went down, why didn't they stop the fight and wipe the wet spot?
Well, before the fight, they tried, without question, to wipe that wet spot. They were using paper towels, then they used the towel. It gets wet from sweat, there's no question.
Round 7 begins the way all the other rounds have begun, with Pacquiao firing combinations and landing them. And he backs Barrera into the ropes and hammers him again. Barrera's left eye, and he's claiming that he was butted. And Pacquiao's grin is getting bigger.
There is blood dripping.
Accidental headbutt. No.
And you hear Lawrence Cole saying accidental headbutt, and it is a big cut. Barrera's been cut many times before. That's a bad one, although it's small. And frankly, you know, if he chooses to stop, they go to the scorecards and he loses. So he's got no...
Barrera wincing, the blood dripping into the corner of his eye.
And Pacquiao still determined not to let him take control over this fight. Even when he flares back, he's determined to come right back.
The irresistible force of Manny Pacquiao.
Now the right jab is coming.
Uppercut by Barrera. Left hand counter. Stunned Pacquiao. Barrera backs him into the ropes. Now Barrera butts Pacquiao intentionally, and you saw it. He went right at him with his head. Referee Lawrence Cole properly warning Barrera about that.
Definitely an accident. But I think the fact that Barrera is uncomfortable with the way the fight is going, he wanted to use as an excuse possible to have the fight terminated.
And there was Barrera's butt attempt against Pacquiao. When I said the cut was bad, I was referring... It's going to be a slugfest from here on in. Barrera understands he can't box for a minute anymore. He's not going to try to box him. He's going to trade.
He's got no choice, but he's a hand-on punch. And what's interesting, there's another bad headbutt. But Pacquiao came back. Angle of the collide seems to always favor Pacquiao landing his head in the right position where Barrera gets the cut.
From decades back. Hard left hand by Barrera. Backs Pacquiao up. Hard right hand by Barrera. Uppercut landed. Pacquiao giving Barrera momentary breathing space, and Marco takes advantage to slap him into the ropes and try to mount some aggression. Uppercut by Barrera landed sharply to the body. Pacquiao lands a left hand. Barrera counters back with a left and a right. Big punches from Pacquiao, and again the power deficit shows as Barrera just backs up, taking those shots.
Barrera's going to have to try to let it all hang out because right now he cannot time the rhythm and the movement of Pacquiao. The punches, and Pacquiao is smart. He's not really throwing hard punches now. He's throwing volumes of punches, just enough to keep him busy and to try to do more damage to that cut.
Doesn't it appear, though, that the likely effect of Barrera opening up is that he's going to risk getting knocked out by Pacquiao?
Yeah, but I don't think he has a choice. I mean, this is a textbook. I can safely coach to lose on a decision. I can gamble and let it all go out for a knockout. In that case, I would try to go all out for a knockout because he can't handle the speed of the movement of this guy. So in that case, you just have to go for your power.
Pacquiao showing tremendous stamina.
So in that case, you just have to go for your power.
Pacquiao showing tremendous stamina. Doesn't seem to want to slow down at all. And now Dickie Cole is going to warn Manny Pacquiao.
Neutral corner. Time. -1, -1, -1, -1. All right.
-1 against Barrera.
I think because Barrera hit him maybe on the break. Just out of his frustration.
Well, I think it was.
I didn't talk about it. That punches him with the confidence that he has shown in the past.
Big left hand again by Pacquiao. Barrera having trouble seeing out of his left eye. Barrera talking to the referee and saying, what about him? Pacquiao just hammering him. Just hammering him. Rights and lefts.
Barrera's mouthpiece is not to appreciate that.
The power left hand. Now,
here you hear Pacquiao is putting together punches right now. Not necessarily a hard punch, just a fuselage of punches coming from all angles. And that's what you should do when you have a fight attire like this.
Right, and
that's exactly what I thought it was.
Assaulting Marco Antonio Barrera, mugging him, and about to leave him in.
Freddie Roach,
left again, right through the center.
Trainer believes that Barrera is ready to be taken out.
And they usually make that desperate move, and you're going to have to keep fighting them back when they make that move. If you slow down, you'll lose the fight off them. That's why those guys win a lot of close controversial decisions, because they finish up strong.
You have to wonder now whether the rematch third fight with Eric Morales will ever happen for Barrera.
Right now, it's very hard to see Barrera in any major fight right now after the show.
Yeah, man, he's taking a tremendous beating. In fact, my question is, as great as Barrera is, should his corner keep sending him out to take this kind of punishment?
That's the boxing world.
Sure will.
Barrera is one of the highest regarded fighters in the world.
He's an icon.
Been one of the most entertaining cleat fighters in the world.
One of the most knocked down fighters in the world right at this moment. Second official knockdown of the fight for Pacquiao. He's right on top of Barrera.
Pacquiao was right there as soon as the referee.
He looked like Jack Dempsey against Jess Willard.
Yeah, well, I think Barrera almost went down from exhaustion.
Yes,
in that occasion.
But officially should have been a knockdown.
But he's taken a lot of left hands. I wouldn't send him out for the 12th round, Manny. No. I don't care how proud he is. There's no way a great fighter should have to go through 3 more minutes of this.
No, because Pacquiao is not backing off. If you had a guy that was
he's getting hurt. Here comes Barrera's corner. Barrera's corner man is up on the apron. He's going to step into the ring. That's a good decision. Yeah. Finally. They could have done that 2 rounds ago.
A great finish by Pacquiao.